All right, we're recording.
Okay, we're recording. Let's go.
We're gonna do the Claire and Edward special of just like talking
All right, sick, yeah.
into the episode, because this is what the people missed.
Exactly, yeah. They've been hungering for it.
Yeah.
They've been thirsting.
Yeah.
I've had so many people ask me why we haven't uploaded in a while.
I know, and
Yeah.
I didn't know.
They don't know the drama. Like, we got robbed since our last time. We'll talk about that later. Everything's gone. They just left us with 2 microphones.
Yeah, everything's gone.
Yeah.
We're sat in a barren wasteland of nothing.
We're set in Mad Max, but with a podcasting setup.
Exactly. All we had was our podcast.
You hear that?
And a dream.
That's a modded out vehicle driving across the Australian outback.
Yep.
And Claire's gonna edit it in later.
Thanks for making me do a lot of work.
I'm kidding. You don't have to. They can imagine it.
I probably will.
It's called theater of the mind.
I'll see.
All right, sick.
See, because I'm going to have to get back to editing. Because, see, tonight, as we're recording this, I'm going to, as soon as you leave, I'm getting on the grind, and I'm going to edit the Christmas episode.
All right, yeah, that makes sense, yeah. So then it can be ready for Christmas?
Yeah, because we're going to post it on Christmas.
Like midnight? Like the
midnight as Santa Claus is flying over the houses.
Santa's going to listen to this on his car ride.
Santa's delivering the
podcast to all of you good little boys and girls.
Anyway, that already happened because that was on Christmas.
Yeah, and this is going to come out after
Christmas. Yeah. No, but everyone got it. Santa delivered the podcast.
Yeah, it all made it to you, and it was definitely on time. Claire edited it in a timely fashion.
Yep.
See, now you've promised them.
I have promised.
You've made them a promise they'll get 2 weeks late.
Yeah, because we're going to post that one on the Wednesday. This one's still coming out, not this Saturday.
The Saturday after the
Saturday
Wednesday.
after, because the Wednesday this week is Christmas.
Yeah.
So it's not coming out on, what is it going to be? 26, 27, 28th? Will it be in the new year?
Wait. So the Saturday after, so then it'll be the new year.
Happy New Year.
Guys.
Oh, it is. Happy New Year, everyone.
This is our first
January
episode
4th.
of 2026.
That's crazy. 2025, you
2025. Mean? No, we're going to hold off on a year to this is our first episode of 2020.
Oh my god.
Oh, it is 20. I already got a year ahead.
So, Edward, how's 2025 been for you so far?
In the future and the past, I think I'm a 4th dimensional being now.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I exist in so many time frames at once. But so far, I'm going to make a judgment call and say it's been as good as it can be in 4 days.
Okay, this is something that you made me think of, because this is something that I think about a lot, actually, mostly recently. Alternate timelines.
Yeah?
And like quantum computers.
That's crazy. Is it because Google made like a functioning quantum computer?
Well, that brought it back into my brain, but I remembered that I really like them. Like, I just really like thinking about them.
You could do that instead of going to film school if you really wanted.
I already applied. Edward, so we're too late.
You can apply to multiple programs.
I could.
See, I'm a little bit more hooped. I've already paid a $1,000 deposit on my res building.
But listen, Edward. I've only gotten accepted one place, and I saw someone else got accepted somewhere that I applied, and I went, oh, that probably means I'm not. But also, like, I doubt it.
Okay.
Because I applied very late. So they just couldn't. I'm holding out hope, Edward. Shush.
You're holding out for a hero?
Stop looking at me like...
Okay, I'll close my eyes.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, guys, welcome to the Bird Box special where I can't see, and if I open my eyes, I'll go insane.
Anyway, okay. Alternate timelines. I like the fact that there are so many different possibilities of things that definitely have, like, happened.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was, like, really little, I was driving to a Chapters.
Yeah.
And I got this concept explained to me in the car. My dad was like, yeah, every time you make a decision, there's 2 possible outcomes. And theoretically, there's, like, a version of you out there where you've made all these different decisions.
So imagine the web of timelines every time somebody solves a Rubik's Cube in 12 seconds.
That's crazy.
Because there's like whatever many possible moves on a Rubik's Cube. And each time they make one of those moves, they create a timeline where they made any other move.
That's Yeah, how
And
does...
then assuming their ultimate goal is solving the Rubik's Cube, every move that's not directly efficient creates 36 other timelines or whatever, like assuming there's 36 moves on a Rubik's Cube.
No wonder
35 of which
universe...
35 of which that divert even
Jeez.
further into because they branch infinitely for every move that they go wrong on that Rubik's Cube solve, and that only goes right once they've solved the Rubik's Cube.
Jeez. No wonder our like universe is so like fragile.
Yeah.
And unstable.
It's like I was talking to my dad recently, and I used all my knowledges of mathematics to actually, I think, make a formula that can reliably predict if you guess completely randomly on a test that's all 4 option multiple choice questions, roughly what percentage you have of getting what thing.
Oh.
So you've got like a 0.7% chance of getting like exactly like 25%.
Well, like that's like the unit in math. That
Well,
we're
yeah.
doing.
So, because the theory is, it's the number. It's like the chance of getting something right completely randomly to the power of x,
Yeah.
where x is equal to your desired grade.
Jeez.
So, assuming a 50 question test, if you're trying to get 30 out of 50, it's just like 1/4 to the power of 30 over 50.
I'm so glad everyone tuned in to listen to us talk about math.
And you have a roughly
probability.
0.44% chance of getting that. See?
That's a really bad chance.
Yeah. So don't study for your tests, kids.
On that note,
See, this is what the people were missing. Us not doing what we were going to talk about in the episode.
That's actually half the reason we couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
We couldn't record because I had to study for tests in between theater tech.
I had to study for tests
You did also.
and
have to
didn't
study.
have theater tech, but I was still tired and didn't want to do it.
See, like, I was just at school until all hours of the night. Plus, I had to go to my dance classes.
Yeah.
Plus, I had to do school.
When did we drop our last episode? Was it like mid-November? Has it been like a month?
Oh, it's been longer than that.
No, it's been longer since we last recorded, but when did we last drop?
Because we haven't dropped anything.
November
all of
16th, so about a month and a week.
month and a bit, yeah.
We haven't fed the children.
Oh,
The-
Clara complains to me. She goes, when's the next podcast happening? And I go, Clara, she's not going to be able to hear the Christmas one.
Why?
She's in the mountain.
She should go off the mountain, get cell, and then download it.
She took her helicopter.
Do they not get any cell reception?
She couldn't take anything with her.
Oh,
so,
that
like,
sucks.
Well, she was like, I can take a shirt. And I was like, okay, Clara.
One shirt for a whole vacation's
Well,
wild.
she's not taking, like, presents. And I was
Ah.
like, why aren't you taking presents? It's, like, a shirt. And she was like, we have, like, one suitcase. And I'm like...
What if all of your gifts are shirts?
That's actually really smart. That's a good way to pack.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, wait, I can talk about what I got. No, I'll talk
People
about
for
that
Christmas,
I'll talk
because-
about it on the Christmas episode.
No, but the Christmas episode is coming out technically before people open presents.
No, I open presents on the 24th.
Oh, so you're French?
Okay, we'll talk about
You're
this on
you're like the Quebecois. You go to midnight
Edward-
mass and then you
Edward-
open all your presents and then go to sleep.
Edward, we talked about this on the Christmas episode, which we already recorded.
Yeah. We'll talk about this on the Christmas episode. I'm not telling you what I got people on the Christmas episode because my people opened in the mornings.
Well, I'll tell everyone what
All
I
right.
got my people.
All right.
Do you want to tell everyone what you got your people on this episode since it's after Christmas?
Yeah, okay.
And it's 2025 now, so they
Um,
should theoretically all get their gifts right now.
So I got
Already.
my home slice, one of my family members. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to out him. Got him a really cool set of dice.
Mm-hmm.
He knows who he is. Got my dad a little painting of like a grain silo or grain elevator.
That's so fun.
And then I got my mom a couple little prints of like paintings of silly animals.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yeah, I hit up the Butterdome craft sale good.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
I can't get like my family arts things anymore because my father is an artist. So like we have a
The walls are all full.
we have a maker in
The
family.
fridge is all covered.
It's I wish. Actually, the one piece of art on my fridge is like a really terrible drawing of Winnie the Pooh that I did in grade 6. So it's like a side profile of Winnie the Pooh from like 2019.
That's... I'm baffled.
I'll show you later if I remember.
My flabber has been gasted.
Yeah, there used to be some really good like Sharpie drawings that I made in my grade 6 class. They're not there.
Man, was that like beginning and end of your art career?
Yeah, I was only an artist in grade 6, and then I stopped because
You took up acting instead.
Yeah.
What a decision that was.
I honestly I think acting is the way to go. Like when you think...
See, I do too, and then sometimes I have a conversation with theater kids where I'm like, oh, I just don't like anything anymore.
Okay. Here's
Shout out to Hamilton kids circa 2020.
I was listening to the Shut Up I'm Talking podcast with Tommy in it and Jack Manifold.
'Cause you're so cool.
'Cause I'm so cool. That's the only like kind of like that's how I cling on to my past.
To me that flex like, oh, I didn't even peak in high school. I peaked in junior high. They
were talking to Philza Minecraft and they were talking about how they think theater's going to be like the next big thing because of AI. Everyone's going to get sick of all this AI content and it's going to drive people away from the internet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and they're like, people are going to want to go see more live stuff because it's real and it's all these things. So I'm like, I'm going to I don't have that. I'm not that worried about my future is what I'm like. I used to have this thought. I was like, why am I going into theater when it's kind of like...
I mean, like, my desired career is just interpreting statistics, so I'm directly threatened by AI.
Yeah, that's a choice for you.
But you know what? In theory, I'll be able to interpret statistics different than AI.
Yeah.
Because AI is getting wronger.
And slower than AI.
Yeah.
What happens when all the quantum computers take over your job, Edward?
I don't think quantum computing has its eye on sociology.
Probably not.
I think they're going after like decrypting nuclear codes first.
That's no fun though. That just sounds like a lot of war, which we won't talk about because that sounds controversial.
All right, guys, we're going to talk about geopolitical conflicts in this episode.
Edward,
we're going to rank our top 10 geopolitical conflicts.
Edward, war, good or bad?
That's too black and white an answer.
Give us a hot take.
I think war's bad, but necessary sometimes.
Cool. Moving on. Anyway, Edward, the fact that we've been away from the podcast for so long
means that if this episode's going to be garbage,
means that this episode might be like our first one.
Yeah.
Which, in retrospect,
wasn't that bad. Our second one was where problems started.
Because we just kind of rambled.
Which we're doing right now.
An hour. But we're talking about things.
We do have an objective, though, for this episode. Do we want to try and get to it?
That was my segue. I was going... You know how our first episode was really good?
Yeah.
That made me think about
our second episode was less good.
Yeah, that made me think about all of our other episodes that we had too.
And our first 10 episodes,
which are all out now, and you should all go listen to them again.
You should actually listen to all 10 of them before you listen to this.
Yeah. So pause this video. Don't click off because that'll hurt our click-through rate.
Or let it play on repeat in the background, muted.
Pause it or let it play. Go onto a different tab and look up all of our podcasts, listen to them all in order, and then come back and we'll let you do that. And now that you're back, help us in ranking them.
Yeah, we're going to rank our first 10 episodes.
So
are we going to start from 10?
Yeah,
we'll try to reach an accord.
Yeah.
Do you want to take notes as we go so we don't double up?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so I got to say, worst episode. I'm very sorry to the persons who were guests on this episode. I gotta say it's Clara's Day Out, I think.
Really?
I do think so.
Clara's Day Out.
That was the first episode at the library.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was on us. It was not on our guests.
That's true.
It was on us as hosts.
Unprepared.
We were off our game.
Okay. So we'll go from 10.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Clara's... Okay. I was told by so many people that they really liked the way Clara talked about stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like on our end...
Oh, we were not. We were not on it.
We were not.
That was the least on it I have ever been for an episode.
Clara carried that episode.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's the only thing that's good about it.
Shout out Clara, though.
And then when Gianluca shows up, that part is also so just...
awkward.
It's such a fever dream because I'm like, oh, Gianluca's here, and then I go run to get him.
See, I'm gonna go put the other 2 episodes from that session higher up.
Yeah.
Because the other 2 were way better, but that first episode was rough.
Okay, so in number 10 slot goes Clara's Day Out / Clara's Day In.
Featuring Clara.
Clara.
Shout out Clara. Thank you for being on the podcast.
But yeah, like, it wasn't bad per se. It was just kind of like, it's not our best. It's just, it was a lot of jibber jabber, and we never asked Clara what she wanted. Like, we honestly should have just gotten her to talk about firefighters.
Yeah, well, but she didn't know what she wanted to talk about.
We should have gotten her to talk about firefighters.
It should have been firefighters. All right, number 9.
I feel like
I'm thinking either episode 2.
Or I want the Reddit one so
low.
So just, like, on the list. Like, because this one, I was checked out for the entire time. Yeah,
I think the best, and it'll go up probably above the halfway mark on the list, was the Reading It's Snowing. I think that was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Reddit one was pretty tough.
The Reddit one, I feel like we definitely should have discussed.
Yeah, a little bit more.
We should have done I watched so many, I didn't not on purpose, but I saw so many podcasts doing MIDS of
I want to go back and try the Reddit one again, even with Clara and Gianluca.
Again, we should do it with Finn.
That too.
We should get Finn and Ronan.
That would be hilarious. That'd be crazy.
Gosh.
But I do want to give that concept a run it back.
Yeah, and
I think we could execute it way better.
And we'll do it at the beginning of a recording, not at the end.
Yeah. But yeah, because we sort of just said we got whatever amount of time left. We can jam another episode in, and we shouldn't have.
We shouldn't have.
All right, so number 9 is gonna be Reddit. Oh, the horror.
Reddit.
Do I want to put episode numbers beside them?
Oh.
So this is episode 4 and 5, respectively.
Oh, that's. To be fair. No, 4 and 6.
4 and 6. You're right.
5 is It's Snowing.
Yeah.
I had to memorize this last night for a secret, which you'll find out at the end of this episode.
All right. Number 7. I want to put Unscripted. I think episode 2.
Yeah, that's episode 2.
Yeah.
Any reasoning?
I think it goes without saying that was our least focused episode, and also one of our longest. Because our longest is movies, but we both knew what we were talking about. There's also one moment in Unscripted where I talk and I get secondhand embarrassment from what I say. And I'm not going to shout out that moment because people are going to go back and listen to it with a new lens.
Yeah.
But I straight up, the first time when I was listening through the episode, I had to pause it and be like, why did you sound... I had a conversation with myself about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna get way more contentious towards the top half. What do you think our next one is? I think there's a couple conspiracy theories was rough.
Conspiracy theories was rough.
We did not know how to tackle that topic correctly.
Yeah.
And it got really sad.
Theories next. I think we went into that one. We went into it being
thinking it's gonna be really funny, and then it was sad.
Yeah. And then we made our own conspiracy theories. So I think we picked it up.
Let's commit to never get real on this podcast again.
Yeah, everything we do should
hurts the quality.
Ironic.
It hurts the quality.
Very funny. I didn't finish.
It's supposed to be very funny.
We're supposed to be so funny.
We're supposed to be comedians.
And that didn't happen on the conspiracy theory episode.
We weren't funny. We were sad.
Well, it is a sad topic.
Yeah, but then why did we think it would be funny?
People also wanted us to uncover conspiracy theories. People want us to be other podcasts.
Why, guys? We're not BuzzFeed Unsolved.
We could be.
No, we're not nearly that charming.
What do you mean?
We are nowhere. Claire.
This could be our grad historian speech. Just us ranking our top 10.
Claire, we're okay. We are okay solidly. We are not Ryan and Shane.
Why? What if I wanted to be? What if?
Who do you think you?
Who would be?
I'm Shane.
Oh.
You know I'm right.
Yeah. One time for a legal studies class, we watched a BuzzFeed Unsolved. And that was the whole class.
That's the end of the story.
Oh,
Was it the Axeman?
No, I actually don't remember. There was something about a girl, so...
That's a crazy thing to do in legal studies. All right, here's a case that never went to trial, guys.
Oh, the whole point was that we were supposed to take notes and then take it to trial?
Okay. We don't know who did this crime or really much about it. Let's take it to trial.
Well, we took the unnamed bad guy to trial. It was really fun. Yeah.
Now, this person very clearly killed someone, but we don't know who they were, where they were, or how they did it. But this ghost of a person is a murderer.
Exactly.
The people who did the murder were guilty.
My favorite part of that legal studies class actually was for our final project, we did a mock trial, but people had varying degrees of like involvement. Some people were like defendants or like...
And others were members of the jury.
I was part of the jury. I did nothing and I got 100%.
Did you contribute to the decision?
Nope.
Were you a 12th angry man?
Basically. See, listen... There were people who did actual work and didn't get 100%.
Well, because did you go into that jury vote and you immediately voted with the majority?
Yes.
So you didn't do anything?
I let other people talk. I used the excuse of, oh, I'm busy, I have theater. To be like, oh, I can't do anything about it.
Easy 100.
But yeah, back to this list.
I once basically designed a saw trap in a Psych 30 assignment and got a 90.
That's so fun for you,
so the assignment was design a psychological experiment, tell us what it's testing for, tell us if it's ethical, tell us if it's unethical, why.
Oh, I see. So you just were like, oh, it's not ethical.
Yeah, I don't have to be ethical.
You don't have to be ethical. Okay, what do you think is our midpoint
our
of
midpoint?
Our podcast?
I gotta say, I think it's probably I'd say either Halloween, brunch, or maybe our first episode. I think those are the three I'd put in contention.
I kind of want to put our first episode
higher up.
Yeah. So
we can cross that. So I think it's either Halloween or brunch. And Halloween, it's because, frankly, my heart's never in the topic of Halloween. But there was the funny bit of the costumes.
Mm-hmm.
And brunch is see, I think it was a bad... So Halloween was a good topic we tackled poorly. And brunch was a bad topic we tackled well.
Yeah. So
I don't even remember what we talked about in brunch, and that's our most recent episode.
I want to put Halloween in 5.
And then we can put brunch in 4.
Yeah, brunch will go for the first episode. I think we should put
at 3. 3 seems high.
3 does seem.
I know what my choice for. We could do first episode at 4. At 4 then.
Yeah,
that's what we do. Brunch at 3. I know what my top choice is, and I think we have the same top choice, but we'll get there. It'll be a passionate debate. How long have we ran on this? 23 minutes.
It's not even that bad.
Yeah.
I think we always try.
Well, I feel like we're blasting through this a little too fast. There's not enough.
Well, we did have that conversation at the very beginning.
Oh yeah.
It was a very long conversation.
Yeah. Otherwise, we would be 10 minutes deep right now.
Yeah.
All right. So number 3, we agreed would be
3.
Would be brunch.
Wait, where's movies going on this?
Do you want to put movies at 3 and brunch at 2?
I kind of want to put brunch at 2. I feel like the brunch episode.
I don't know. I think.
I don't know.
Because movies is our Avengers Endgame.
That's true.
Where it's long, but it's got a lot.
Yeah.
And it's got a lot to like. Whereas once again, brunch. I feel like brunch feels like a Christmas special compared to the full length movie that is Avengers Endgame. I just feel like
none of these deserve to be number 1.
I think there's exactly one that I'm willing to put at number 1.
Is it?
I think we're thinking of that, but we'll keep it hidden.
Keep it a secret.
If you've been doing process of elimination, I've basically spelled out all of the list except for one episode.
Yeah. So 3 we'll put brunch.
3, I think we can put brunch.
I think brunch. I think especially brunch goes in 3 actually because,
I think it should go without saying because I don't remember what we talked about in the brunch episode.
The brunch episode was made while waiting for your
my ride. Yeah, I was like.
So we were constantly checking what time.
But we kind of did okay for what we did.
We did. I think it was really funny because it was this long-winded process of figuring it out.
of what the topic of brunch was?
Because we had this, it was actually a completely different...
Yeah?
That was the one where we came up with the burger idea.
I straight up don't remember that.
To open a restaurant.
Our burger restaurant.
Our burger restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
What was the premise of that burger restaurant again? Oh, it was like brunch burger or whatever,
yeah,
right?
Brunch burger.
We're gonna put brunch toppings on hamburgers, or whatever, like something like that.
That definitely already exists.
Oh, but it wasn't created on a podcast.
Oh, you're so right.
All
I
right,
wonder
so-
how many like restaurants have been created by podcasts.
So number 2 would be movies then.
2 is movies.
I could never make a Watch Mojo videos. I feel like I go way too fast at this. All right, so number 1.
Well, they would give you a script for a Watch
I suppose.
Mojo
And then tell me
video.
when to pause.
Movies is 3.
Number
Like
Yeah,
the third episode. I'm just numbering
Number
the
1.
episodes.
That one.
But
Did you not realize that we were putting How I Met Your Mother at 1?
no, I missed something. We don't have an 8.
What's episode 8? 1, 2.
No,
three.
we don't have a number 8 on this list.
Wait, that would explain why it felt so fast. What episodes are we missing?
We're missing it's
How I
snowing.
Met Your Mother and It's Snowing. Oh man, so now I gotta drop something because It's Snowing. I feel like a suitable number 4.
I don't know how I'm really good at numbers.
So 10,
gonna-
10 and 9 I'm completely content with.
Yeah, 10 and 9, Clara's Day Out, Clara's Day In, and Reddit.
It's Snowing I want at 4, I think.
Okay.
What's currently at 4?
Why are the first one?
Why are we doing this?
Why are we even doing this?
So if we put that at 4 and we could just scooch everything else back 1 position,
Okay.
does that work?
Mm-hmm. So we'll put, this will be, well, if I just go 8, 7, 6. Oh, this is really pretty. 5, and then we'll just like
Do a little arrow.
kind of just like 4 is
It's Snowing.
It's Snowing.
So actually, in hindsight, you should only go listen to the top 5 episodes if you didn't already listen through.
Yeah, listen to in this order. Why are we even doing this? It's Snowing featuring
Clara and Gianluca.
Clara and Gianluca. Brunch. We love brunch.
Yeah.
Movies these days.
And then How I Met Your Mother.
How we met.
How we met your mother.
We met.
I'm actually really happy with that top 5.
Yeah.
I think How We Met Your Mother is the only one that could go in number 1.
Just because there was so much information packed into that one.
Yeah, and it was like
It
easily the topic we both cared the most about.
It was very well, like we planned it out.
Yeah, and that was the first episode where we started doing the BuzzFeed quiz bit, right?
It was.
Which is sticking around.
It is sticking around. Oh, Edward.
Yeah?
You're gonna love this.
Did you make a BuzzFeed quiz for this?
No. I made a quiz for this.
And you're gonna send it to me?
I am gonna
And
send
should
it
we
to
discuss our rankings a little bit more first?
you. Yeah. See, okay.
What's gonna be controversial?
I feel like putting the Clara episodes way up is gonna be controversial, especially for Clara.
I agree, and Clara, if you're listening to this,
It's not your fault.
it's not about you. You were the best parts of those episodes.
If the episodes were only you, they would be.
But the thing is, volumetrically, even when Gianluca was there, because Gianluca was also pretty good, me and Claire were dropping the ball, and that means when it was just you, that was 66% of the.
Our setup was also so bad.
Yeah, because when it was just you, that was 66% of the squad, and when Gianluca was there, it was still 50%.
Yeah.
And all at that much being suboptimal volumetrically speaking, it was a Sisyphean task for you to try and make those episodes good.
Yeah, we should have come in with like more questions.
Yeah.
Or something. We shouldn't rely.
Because we talk about where's Unscripted ranked again?
8.
In the number 8 ranked episode, Unscripted, we talk about how little work we do ahead of time for these episodes.
And it really shows.
But it works for when it's just us.
But when other people are there, we need to do more work.
Because we get like on a hive mind when it's just us talking.
My parents talk about that a lot. Whenever I talk about all the things that we do,
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, you and Edward just kind of riff.
Yeah.
They talked about that when when we were talking about like improv.
Yeah, the 2 burglars who came through here said something about that.
They did also say that too. Yeah. We'll talk about them. I think that's.
Is that on the docket for this recording session?
Yes,
even?
That's next week's podcast.
Okay, sick. Yeah, you'll hear about how we got burgled
next week.
Yeah, next week.
Tuned.
Stay
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Follow on Spotify.
Wait with bated breath. Clench your teeth.
Set your notifications. But yeah, I think just because like Clara's such a good person to have on this podcast.
I want to bring Clara and Gianluca back and like do justice for them.
Yeah. But
yeah, what was the so let's go through and like properly explain everything.
Then
Reddit. So same reason, all of the same reasons.
And we didn't discuss anything. We just kind of read off stuff and then we went, well,
that was funny. Didn't we all laugh at that?
Only about halfway through we were like, should we actually discuss this?
Yeah.
And then we kind of did. Then
and it was too late in the game to save it.
Yeah. Unscripted, it's just
we did pretty good on the first attempt, and it was like we went for like 2 to make it true, and we did not make it true. In fact, we made it false. That episode was long and rambly
but that's honestly, it's the charm, but it just
but it wasn't charming.
Yeah,
it was our gimmick without any of the fun or joy.
Because we didn't even have a list of things that we were going to talk about. Here, I'll turn back to it on the...
Turn back time. Rewind.
In the magic notebook.
Well, given that we're literally time traveling a year ahead while staying in the past.
We wanted to talk about writing, but then we didn't talk about, like, barely any writing.
Yeah. Well, because writing is a general topic in its own right.
Is
wild. Then after that, it is...
Conspiracy theories.
We explained that one. And then after that is...
Halloween. We just didn't have our heart in it.
Our heads were not in the game. We were not locked in, as the kids are saying. Guys, you can't... This is an audio-only format. Claire looks like she's about to give me an impromptu tracheotomy with a drinking straw.
Then it was the first episode, which I think is
I think setting it as a baseline is perfect.
It's right in the middle.
Yeah. It is exactly what we do.
We can do better, we can do worse.
We can do 5 times better or 5 times worse.
Exactly. So I think right in the middle is a perfect place to put it. And then there was It's Snowing. That was where we hit the mark with the people on the podcast.
Because we had a format that incorporated our guests, and it had direction.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Brunch, it was just... that was a topic we were passionate about.
Yeah, that was what we should have done with the Reddit episode, because the Reddit episode was also squeezed in right at the end of the session.
Yeah.
But the Reddit episode, we were tired and we were like burnt out. Whereas like we were zooming on Brunch.
Yeah,
we were like locked in.
We were so zooming.
I've said locked in 3 times now this episode.
Anyway,
I think I'm gonna summon a bunch of Jenna Alphas. It's like Beetlejuice.
No.
Beetlejuice.
No. Movies.
Boingo.
Movies. That's the second, the runner-up.
Yeah, it is really long.
I feel like we had a lot of good stuff to say.
I think it is very much like our Citizen Kane.
That was the third one that we had on that day, and we had really like hit something.
Yeah, we had sort of hit, because we knew Unscripted wasn't great. But then we were like, okay, so is the problem the rambling? Yes and no.
Yeah, because if we're rambling without a point, then it's a problem.
Yeah, as you know from listening to the first 15 minutes of this episode.
Maybe they really like that.
Maybe they enjoyed it.
Leave it in the comments if you think that. Yeah.
You love farming engagement, don't you?
I want people to leave comments. Guys.
Everybody comment your name and address.
Don't do that.
I'll drop you off a little present.
Everyone comment your top 10 ranking
of our first 10 episodes.
Our first 10 episodes.
And if you haven't listened to all of them,
do it now.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, do it.
Like and subscribe.
We'll wait.
And now that you're back, the final one is How I Met Your Mother, because Edward really likes that one.
We did a good job on that episode.
It was a good job.
Yeah.
That one's like...
That was an episode.
It's a high point. If our podcast is a mountain range.
Yeah. That was the summit.
The first ones are like they have pretty good views.
Yeah.
But then in a little like field
we were
of
in a rut.
mountains, that one was higher than all the rest.
We were like stuck in a rut.
Go look at all the views on all the podcasts
Like,
right
right
now,
now?
and you can see that it was a high point.
I
In the
hope my
mountains.
phone doesn't start blasting audio on YouTube. It didn't.
It will,
Guys,
one day.
I hope not. Why is I have auto rotation off? Give me a sec.
Oh, but
And
yeah.
then after that, we can take our little BuzzFeed quiz.
Oh, it's not a BuzzFeed quiz.
Oh, sorry, a U quiz.
It's a U
Which
quiz.
is also, like, that's part of the reason why I put How I Met Your Mother so high, because that's when we started the quiz bit.
Yeah, I think the quiz bit is such a good bit.
I agree. And it's going to go on for as long as we can make it.
It's a segment in our podcast,
Yeah,
Edward.
yeah.
It's a segment.
Yeah, but our podcast is a bit, which means every segment is a sub-bit.
Every segment.
Unless we're abandoning the bit theology.
Well, I think we've been going.
The word
for too
theology
long.
implies that the bit is a god.
Clara and I had a bingo sheet,
Yeah.
and one of the things on it was Claire and Edward like quit the podcast after 10+ episodes.
But we didn't quit.
We haven't quit.
We got
yet.
close. Did we? No, we always plan to
We
come
didn't.
back.
Yeah, we were just like, oh, we're taking a break.
Yeah.
We always were gonna come back to this.
Like Ross and Rachel.
Sure.
All right, so we got. Why does For Our Fans have 30 views?
I love that episode.
Isn't it just me doing something?
It's just
Oh yeah, How I Met Your Mother is like not our most viewed by a long shot, but it's up there.
It's like in a sea of like 20 views.
Yeah.
It has like 50, I think.
Yeah, so from Claire, I think everybody was like pretty hype on the podcast, and then they listened to Clara's Day Out, and then it actually steadily declines.
They lost interest.
Until we hit How I Met Your Mother, and then it's a peak, and then it's back down.
It's because we talked about some sort of like it media.
Yeah, but it was also we went to How I Met Your Mother, and then right after that we went to conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like we're gonna lift you up and then body slam you.
Edward, you need your phone
Oh.
because we're going to take this.
Did you send?
Which just another Two Guys episode are you?
We're increasing our digital footprint tenfold.
You're welcome. It's by me. I made this last night.
Are you gonna like put it in the link in the description?
Yep, this quiz is in the link in
What
the
is
description.
my favorite time?
Take the quiz and comment down below which one you are, even though I can already see because I have all the information to
My
this.
favorite time of day?
What is your favorite time of day? Read out all the
Okay, we got morning, the sun rises, and so do I. Nuh-uh. Midday, right as the sun hits the halfway point in the sky. Nuh-uh. Did you rhyme these?
No, not on purpose.
Okay. Afternoon, that's when everything goes down. Gotta be around to witness it.
Exactly.
Nope. Evening, like I'm fancy or something. Ooh, we'll drink drinks and clink glasses and wear ball gowns. Ooh. Is that how you wanted me to read it?
Yeah.
And then the night calls to me. It's dark and dingy depths. No, the night. Okay, for a second I thought you read the night calls me. It's dark and dingy depths, and I was like, dude, what? I think I'm either a night or an evening boy.
That's fair.
I think I'm a night boy. Wasn't that a bit from a show? Was that Brooklyn
know.
Nine-Nine?
Yep.
Yeah, that was the night shift. I watched that show so many times, and I barely even like it.
I think I'm going to go afternoon. I actually don't know what all the
All right,
answers
sick.
culminate to. I'm going to go afternoon. I like the
All
afternoon.
right. Ideally, how would you spend your day? Probably home alone, just kind of chilling. Reading a book? Maybe studying? Seeing my friends. Working on something creative. Doom scrolling social media.
Oh my god. I'm
I hope that picked up over the mic.
Oh, yes, it did.
Oh yay. I'm a home alone, just kind of chilling, kind of. Actually, I like seeing
just-
my. You just hit the table.
I did.
I usually do that.
I know.
I
you
think-
have.
I think I'm gonna go
Too.
seeing my friends because I always think I'm gonna hate
This
social
is,
interaction.
This is ideally. So,
Ideally?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go seeing my friends because I always think I'm gonna hate social interaction. Then it always makes me feel invigorated.
I like seeing my friends.
How do you actually spend your days? On my phone. I'm usually with people. Bed rotting. I keep busy with chores, creative stuff. You know. It's on my phone. I'm on my phone most days.
Yeah. I don't know.
Are you bed rotting?
No. I actually put a lot of these answers in to bait Finn. Sorry, Finn.
Finn, do this. Finn, do the rest of the quiz before you keep listening.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that I keep busy with chores because I like running around my house, not necessarily doing chores, but like I like doing stuff.
That's real. What's your favorite season? Summer, spring, fall, winter, all of them.
Fall.
What a non-committal answer. Winter. Because I'm cold and dark, like the dingy depths of night.
My birthday is on the first day of fall, so...
My birthday is on the 23rd day of the new year.
Good for you, Edward. Is your birthday going to be on a podcast day?
I don't think so. I think it's on a weekday.
Nuts.
Choose a photo that speaks to you. Do you need me to describe these now?
These are all AI generated that I found on my dad's computer.
So the first one, we've got like a clockwork solar system and like a guy with eyes looking out.
I like the second one because it's a robot and a dog in a shoe.
But there's also robots in the robot's open mouth.
Yeah.
And he's going to like squat like he's going to sit down on 3 chairs. The next one, it's like, you know the trolls from Trolls?
Oh, it's a forest of onions.
If you mentally merge them with onions. And then they're in a forest and it's sunrise.
The next one is the one that I want.
The next one is a bunch of men and a furry playing pinball, and they look very Canadian. And then the last one, it's like in like a comic book styling, and it's a bunch of like birch trees on like a hill, and then there's like just a computer desk.
I'm picking the robot and the dog in
the
shoe.
The last one is like the low key, the only picture I'd like hang on a wall. It's like really pretty.
I like the robots and the dog in the shoe.
I like the robots in the robot's mouth.
Pick a color, Edward.
Orang. Oh, sorry, you want me to read them all?
Red,
yellow, orang,
blue,
yebo,
green,
grebe, blongo, blue but so wrong.
I want Finn to pick that one.
Purple.
Her funny.
Sparkle, gray and other.
I don't know what that is.
Fire?
You can tell I got like a little bit bored of writing all this out.
Yup. I'm picking orange.
I'm gonna pick Sparkle. That's the name of my old dog.
If you had to change your name to one of these, which would you choose? Rock. Shrug. Cereal. Warble. Goliath. Edward. Claire. Barley. Dude, Shrug is an unironically great name.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I love that name so much.
I'm going Shrug.
Okay, I'm gonna go Warble.
Warble's also
sick. No, I'm going Goliath. Don't ask
me. What were you doing when you made this?
Don't remember.
Alright, pick a genre.
No, you know what I was doing? I was watching Disney Christmas specials.
Alright, pick a genre of music. Pop. Classical. Rock. Hip-hop. Country. Jazz. Blues. Indie. Funk. Sad guitar.
Christmas.
Rock? I don't know, man.
I'm gonna pick pop.
How dare you not pick math rock inspired easy core, Claire?
I'm sorry.
How do you handle unexpected situations? I would turn it into an adventure.
I got this from
Stay calm and figure it out. Stay calm and fail miserably. Improvise.
Like the thing.
Make a detailed step-by-step plan. Tackle it head on with new never seen before ideas.
That's like improvise, but more work.
I'm like a get stressed out and figure it out kind of guy. Which I guess means stay calm and figure it out.
Okay. I'm gonna go stay calm and fail miserably.
Because that's even what I do when I'm improvising. Is I sort of dissociate. Like I go out of body. It's weird.
And we all have to interrupt you and make sure that you don't go like insane.
Yeah. Would you ever want to be on the podcast? It's a yes or no, and there's a really funny answer that would make Claire cry.
It's the no, isn't it?
With the factually correct answer.
I'm gonna go yes.
You know what? My truth is that I never actually planned to be on a podcast.
Ever? But yet here you are.
Yeah, I'm here now, and it's fun, but I'm gonna go no for my soul truth.
Okay.
I got episode 4, Clara's Day Out. Guys.
Read out the description.
You don't like to be alone, and you tend to spend your days awaiting something that is supposed to happen. You have great intentions and love to stray from the norm. What'd you get?
Episode 7.
Which is?
Halloween.
Read that
You
out.
enjoy expressing your personality. Your interests shine through your expression. Unlike Christmas, you don't spend the entire year shoving Halloween down everyone's throats. You enjoy the holiday to a normal degree. I wrote all of these.
I can tell.
Anyway, take the quiz. It's in the description below.
Here's how you compare. 66% of results are episode 7.
I took this quiz
So it's-
like at least
Did
4
you keep
times.
getting episode 7?
Yeah. No, I took this quiz once because it's 66, so that would be.
Yeah.
But yeah, take the quiz. Tell us what you get.
Have fun.
Have fun.
If you get episode, what was How I Met Your Mother? Or How We Met Your Mother?
8.
If you get episode 8, just know that you're the best.
You're probably also read out the descriptions. I
Yeah.
would spend a lot of time on this.
Yeah, type them in your comment. Because
I
I'm
want
not,
to see at least 50 comments on this video.
and also I'm not gonna be able to go through and find every answer.
It'll be great. But yeah, and that's our first normal podcast back.
Yeah.
Because last week was the Christmas special.
Boy, oh boy, was that fun.
It was so fun.
We hope you guys had a good time listening. This
Hopefully the podcast will go back to
this
normal.
is just another 2 guys waiting for our insurance claim on our stolen building
Hear more about that
next week.